Is coffee good or bad for you? The debate has been going on for way too long, and we are about to settle this right here, right now. So the science is split. The good science will tell you that it lowers your chance of heart disease, lowers your chances of diabetes, and even helps you live longer. Where the science on the negative side will tell you it raises your blood pressure, lifts your cholesterol, and even can give you cancer depending on how it's prepared and how it's consumed. So what the hell is the answer? This is where it's going to take a little bit of your own thought process to decipher what the truth is and the information. Because on this channel, we're all about the mind and the body and breaking down truths. So here we go. Here is the truthful answer within a question that I am going to give you. Before I make this question, I want you honestly, right now, get rid of your preconceived ideas and your biases and just answer this question truthfully as possible. The question is, please name me a single supplement, a single mineral, a single drug, a single food, anything that you ingest that punishes you by giving you withdrawals when you quit using it. That is good for you. Just one. Think about it. Put it in the comments right now. We're going to start a debate on this because I want to be proven wrong. I want to be shown 100% that I am wrong on this. I cannot find one food, drug, supplement, or anything that you can ingest that punishes you with withdrawals that is good for you. Why would anything good for you punish you? Think about that for a minute. Everything that is bad for you, that wants to hook you in, ironically punishes you for leaving its chambers. How about prescription pills, opiates, Adderall, Oxycontin, crack, cocaine? How about alcohol? We know that alcohol is not good for you. And what is a hangover? A hangover is alcohol withdrawal. So I still can't find one. Please put it in the comments now. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about what happened to me personally when I stopped drinking coffee. I was crippled. When I say crippled, I did not leave my bed for 3 days. My migraines were so powerful. It was like a jackhammer was banging on the top of my skull, and no amounts of Advil that I can take can numb that pain. Not only that, but I had crippling lethargy, and I was in bed with body aches, and I just couldn't function. What is it about coffee that is actually trying to punish us for leaving its usage? Think of this in terms of energy. Coffee gives you a hit of energy, right? It increases cortisol, it increases something called norepinephrine, and in the process, you become stimulated. But where is that energy coming from? You're stealing it from your future, and I'm about to prove it right now. Firstly, caffeine is going to age you. If you don't believe me, look up a single stimulant in the world that is not aging you cellularly. Adderall, aging you. All of them, aging you. So what makes caffeine any different? Just on a microscopic level. But here's where the problem is. People are not popping 50 Adderalls a day, every single day, 7 days a week, and even swallowing them before bed. But you are drinking 5 or 6 coffees a day, every single day, 7 days a week. So here's some science on coffee. Number one, caffeine directly suppresses collagen production. There is a study where over 92% of collagen production was halted due to the usage of caffeine. Number two, caffeine is making you go gray. So how does caffeine make your hair gray? The science will tell you that coffee does not gray your hair. And I'm here to tell you that caffeine and coffee grays your hair. Ready for a little bit of science? So they say that coffee does not directly, of course, gray your hair. And we know that coffee elevates a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is your stress hormone. And they did a study on cortisol and if it affected the graying of the hair. And the truth is, no, it did not. But here's the caveat. What happens when you raise cortisol? When you raise cortisol, there is another byproduct of that, something called norepinephrine in the body that raises. And when norepinephrine raises, your nervous system gets stimulated, causing your hair to gray. This is what drives me crazy about scientific studies. People correlate a direct influence over something with something that can take 3 or 4 steps before it gets to the same result. So no, coffee doesn't directly gray your hair, but guess what? Drinking coffee grays your hair. That's the irony. It just takes multiple steps through the breaking down of coffee, adjusting certain hormones in your body that affect other pathways that gray your hair. But who cares? All you need to know is you're drinking coffee and your hair's going gray. Now, sleep. This is one of the biggest factors in terms of what I noticed when I stopped coffee. Now, I never had an issue falling asleep. I can drink an espresso and go right to bed, no issues. The problem is when I woke up in the morning. When I get up in the morning as a coffee drinker, I would get up and I would feel like instantly, I need to hit the snooze button for like another 5 or 10 minutes, right? And I didn't realize that was due to my coffee usage because I assumed that I can drink espressos and go to bed, meaning that it wasn't affecting my sleep. Until I quit coffee and I realized that as soon as I woke up, I was up and I was awake and I was out of bed. I didn't feel like I needed another 15 minutes. I didn't feel like I needed to hit the snooze button. I didn't feel nada. I was up, I was alert, and I was ready to go. On the opposite end, I would take 10, 15 minutes to get out of bed. I would hit the snooze button, and then when I get out, all I can think about is to get a coffee in order to function. So just because you can fall asleep, it doesn't mean that caffeine is not affecting your sleep. You're still not getting quality sleep, which is REM sleep. You need REM sleep. And if you are going to bed and you're sleeping for 9 hours, but you're barely getting any REM sleep, it's still a lack of sleep. So is coffee good for you? I don't hate coffee personally. I will still use it once in a while as a tool, but I will never again let it control my life and let it dictate making me use it on a daily basis in order for me to function, and hopefully after this video, neither would you. Until next time, ciao.